All right, we're back with 2RD, Rouse's registered dietitian, April Sims. There she
Yes.
is. And I'm not the brightest guy in the world. Some tells me this is a Christmas theme segment because I see the two elves.
Aren't
There
they
are.
cute? They're adorable, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Ellie and Friend. Ellie Friend and Tori Sajovac.
Okay.
Did I say that right? Yeah. All right, I said it right. You're two interns who are watching.
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
There we go. So, all right. So we're going to do healthy baking swaps.
Yes, correct. Because you know what? Everybody wants to start baking right now. We are getting into the Christmas season, and it just makes you feel like making some good home-baked goods, right?
Right.
Yeah. Do you bake at home?
Heck no. I got plenty of sisters and all they do.
And they bake and bring it to you.
They love that. They
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So so there's a few things. So I'm really big on just because you make something healthy, you want it to still have flavor. You know, you don't want to have to give up all the great things in life that you know that make us happy, all those happy flavors, right? So there's a few things a few products that we have at Rouse's that you can do some substitutes with in your baking recipes. So we have a couple of our Eat Right products that is our alternative sweeteners. So one of them is Swerve and the other one is Sola. And these bags are actually open because I actually do use these in baking.
Okay. So Swerve and Sola?
Swerve and Sola. Now Swerve is, it's made from erythritol. And erythritol is made from fermented vegetables. So that's how they, you know, it's very scientific, but that's how they
make a sweetener from fermented vegetables.
Right, right.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And then also we have Sola, which is sort of a blend of different sweeteners. So it has the erythritol in it, but it also has some other things like stevia, and it also has monk fruit extract as well in it too. So it kind of blends everything together. So you can either take all of the sugar that it calls for and replace it with these because it's measured the same as sugar, or you can replace half of it and then you're reducing the sugar that you're adding to your recipe. So sometimes I do that too. Sometimes I'll just replace half, and that way I'll still have sort of a balance of both and just reduce it.
I've heard of the monk's fruit, and a matter of fact, I bought some. I haven't tried it yet, but it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people love it. We have it at Rouse's, and it's in a red bag that's similar to this, and a lot of people are really liking that one.
And it tastes as good as sugar?
Yeah, it has. It's actually very sweet. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay. Can't wait to try it.
Yeah, yeah. And then actually, we have a new oil that we talked about it a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I went by 4 bottles. Thank you.
You bought 4 bottles?
I
Wow.
think the burn rate is 4 something.
485.
485,
which
yeah.
is really high for an oil. And what I like about this oil is that this is a new oil. Now it's called Thrive Culinary Algae Oil. And the part that says algae kind of like has everybody's ears perk up like, what is that?
Didn't you say it was from the chestnut tree?
It's from a chestnut tree,
okay.
so it's nothing that's real, strange. It's actually harvested from a chestnut tree. They put it in barrels, age it like wine, and then this oil is produced off of it.
See, April, I do listen.
You do.
do
You pay
listen
good
when you
attention.
talk.
That's right. You're a good
Trying to get
student.
healthy.
So yes, it's a really clean flavor. It's very neutral flavor. It doesn't take over the flavors in your recipe. So what I like it for is I like it for baking because a lot of times it's hard to find an oil that doesn't overpower your baked goods. So that one, I like to use that one.
Well, cool. So that's good to know.
Right.
And when you put all of that in your sweets,
Yes.
I bet if you substituted this for sugar, people wouldn't even know.
They really wouldn't. No, people are amazed by it. Yeah, they're like,
I can't see somebody
really?
taking a bite of something and say, did you use monk's fruit instead of sugar?
Yeah, yeah. So there's a couple of other tips that I have too. So if you're using milk, you can use a skim milk or a lower fat milk. You can also use almond milk. If something calls for sour cream, you can also change that into like a Greek yogurt. You can replace that as well. And also butter, margarine. There's a Brummel and Brown brand of butter that I really like to use in baked goods, and it's also good on toast as well.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yes, and you can find lots of recipes. I've been putting on our website, rouses.com, lots of recipes, and all you have to do is search Eat Right, and it'll pop up.
So next week, we're going to talk about boosting up nutrition in soups and gumbos.
That's right.
I can't wait to hear that.
I know. I figured a lot of people are just really passionate about soups and gumbos, so how can
Yeah.
we make it more
Especially as it gets
nutritious?
colder.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So I'll be ready to hear that.
That sounds
All right,
good.
Thank you, April.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with more right here on Bayou Time.